Welcome back to another week of the Deadlight Society. I'm Michael.
I'm the smell of burnt popcorn lingering in the microwave.
And this week, we're diving into Killer Klowns from Outer Space.
My all-time favorite horror movie, like, hands down.
Yeah.
This was, like, what got me started on, like, I love fucking horror and special effects.
I've not seen this, so I can't really say much about any pre-movie discussion, so I'll let him talk about, like, whatever he wants to say about it. But first, I just wanted to apologize for last week's... I apologize for last week's non-episode. I guess that's how I can say it. But yeah, we had plans to try to do this movie for last week, but then I just had a lot of stuff come up that I wasn't able to make it to record an episode. So just wanted to apologize to you guys. Just make sure that you, I guess, cut us some slack sometimes, because sometimes it's hard. I was gonna record
like a spooky stories or something for like in replace of the episode, but I couldn't figure out anything to read or like what you guys would actually want to hear.
Yeah.
So let us know in like the email or like Facebook messages, like if I would have to do that ever, or like if you just want to hear it at some point, like let us know what you want to hear. Like I got Edgar Allan Poe stories, I got Lovecraft stories, I got a whole fucking selection of Stephen King stuff that I could read from.
Yeah.
Like let us know.
True. But so this week we're gonna dive into it for you. You have anything that you want to say about the movie beforehand? Like,
just that it's like one of the greatest special effects achievements for a small budget ever, and that it's one of the first movies that my parents were like, "You're sitting and watching this. It's not fucking scary. Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, all right.
And then afterwards, I was like, "Oh yeah, that wasn't scary. I love that."
It's surprising. It has a PG-13 rating, so I'm assuming it's not going to be like too awfully scary. So I could see that. But
is it a PG-13? I could have swore it was an R still.
I mean, from what I gathered, PG-13, unless I didn't change it from the last movie.
They might have changed it. I think because that's very calm. Like it is tame.
Yeah, I don't know.
But it's a fucking great movie.
An hour and 28 minutes. It's 1988, which was surprising to me, but you knew that. But I did not think 1988. Like I thought maybe the 90s.
Did I say?
Was it this one or was it a different movie?
No, we were talking about Beetlejuice.
Okay, all right. You're right. That was 19...
There's actually some of this... Yeah, both of those.
I was going to say, that was 1982, right? Yeah. Okay.
It has some of the same like special effects, like techniques and stuff in it. Probably why I love both of these movies equally.
True. It's actually streaming right now on Pluto and Plex as well. I've never heard of Plex. Maybe that's a new one.
Plex is like you can set up like servers and stuff if you have like your own kind of like media server and like any movies and stuff that you have downloaded on there that you've purchased previously or you have ripped or whatever. You can use Plex as kind of like a focal point for that. But I think they're also starting to get into like movie rentals as well. And then that's probably where it's streaming at.
Fair enough. Yeah, I never heard of it, but I saw that it was streaming on there in Pluto. So just wanted to let y'all know that if you guys want to watch it, haven't seen it, or just want to watch it again. I know everybody that I know that's seen this movie really likes it, so I'm coming into it hoping for a fear today. So.
If it gives you like any gauge of how much I love this movie, this is one of the first movies that I sit down with every girl I date. To be like, if you can handle this,
you can.
Like, we're okay. We're good together. Like,
yeah. All right, good to know.
And the fact that you haven't seen this means that we can never date. I'm sorry.
You broke my heart right there.
I mean, afterwards, if you like it.
Okay, afterwards. All right. We'll see. I better like it then, I guess. Or should I hate it just to be safe?
I'd probably hate it to be safe, if we're being honest here.
Yeah, I think that's really all I have. I guess like in ratings, Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 76%, IMDb a 6.1 out of 10, and Google a 79%. So moderate ratings, which is what you would expect from a 1988, I suppose, and a PG-13 maybe. I don't know.
I swear it's a rated R.
I
know that you're reading it off of like Google right now, but like I swear it was a rated R at some point.
I'm gonna give it a real quick look up again just to make sure that I copied it down right. But yeah, no, PG-13 literally says it right on Google. I don't know.
That's insane to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I get it, but that's insane to me.
I've never seen it.
It had to have been reevaluated at some point. Because there's stuff that's way tamer than this that was a rated R at some point.
Yeah, I don't know. Find out in a second
What the
when we
fuck?
start watching it, I guess. But yeah, that's what it says. PG-13. Cool.
I'm just sad. I thought it was a rated R. There's really nothing that would be rated R in it, though, so it makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know. But for those of you who may not have seen it before, like me, I'll read you a quick summary off of Google so that you kind of have a better basis to what it's about. So it's when teenagers Mike and Debbie see a comet crash outside their sleepy small town, they investigate and discover a pack of murderous aliens who look very much like circus clowns. They try to warn the local authorities, but everyone assumes their story is a prank. Rightfully so. I would probably think the same thing. Meanwhile, the clowns set about harvesting and eating as many people as they can, and it's not until they kidnap Debbie that Mike decides it's up to him to stop the clowns' bloody rampage. So, seems interesting to me.
That sums it up, yeah.
Yeah. Cool story, I guess. I'm down.
What we really have for, like, any pre-discussion for the movie.
Any horror news, though?
Few things of horror news to touch on, and then you can go on your little rant about your own personal Witch Month movie that I didn't see with you. We missed a week of recording, so then Michael just watched the movie on his own, and has been telling me to watch it nonstop, and I keep telling him no, just because I'm sick of witches.
That's fair.
Anyway, horror news is Prey, the Predator prequel was released to very good reviews, actually. Like, everybody's saying that they love it.
I've seen mixed.
I seen like one or two people been like, and it wasn't good. It was like kind of predictable, but like for the most part, everybody likes it because it's like it handles subject matter well, apparently. Like, I don't know what actually happens in the movie at all, because I didn't look into it. I'm not really big on Alien versus Predator. We are going to do a series on that eventually, but some other time.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it either, and but from just what I've been seeing, it's been either people love it or they
I know
hate
they
it,
released the movie like in native language. Like, I think it was Choctaw or Cherokee, one of those. Mm-hmm. Like, they released it in the native language, which is fucking cool. It's the first time any Hollywood movie has ever done that. And it's a dying language as well.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, they're handling the subject matter well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not the type of person anyway who likes to jump on like a bandwagon and agree with the majority, even if everybody was like, I hate this movie. Like, I'd still go watch it anyway.
Yeah,
I like to form my own opinion, so... Like I said, I've seen both sides.
I've seen it firsthand now, starting with the podcast. Like, I hate most of the things that everybody loves, and I love everything that... Yeah. Literally. And I love most of the things that everybody hates. So it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Each their own.
Pretty much. Everybody's going to feel differently about it, but...
I think that's the thing with it for me, is I hear everything that people hate about a movie, and I instantly want to go, well, what's actually good about it? And then every time I hear, well, this movie's fucking fantastic, I want to pick it apart and go, well, what's bad about it? Just that little thing in my brain that's like, it's not a contrarian, but like, I just want to know, like, well, what's actually there that's could bring it back a notch from what these people are saying.
All right.
Deep thoughts with Adam.
Yeah, deep thoughts. It's new segment.
Adam's therapy time is what's happening. Anyway, in other news, we have Jaws getting an IMAX release on September 2nd, which now I'm making plans to try to see that with Michael at some point. Maybe we can do like a right after the movie theater review or something.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down. That would be pretty cool to see it in a movie theater. Gonna give it a more spooky vibe for sure.
Especially in IMAX, like having it's open water through how much of that movie, and just having that surrounded by like IMAX surround sound and the screen.
Yeah,
that's gonna fuck with you a little bit.
I seen like a meme of this before, where like people watch this at like a drive-in, but like the drive-in has like a lake or something, and they're like in tubes, and they're watching it. That seemed really cool too, but I think I'd probably shit my pants.
I wouldn't be okay.
There is no way that I'd be able to sit in a body of water and watch that or any shark movie at all. Like
anytime it gets like dark at all and there's water moving or like near me, I'm immediately freaked out.
Yeah, no, not for me. But
not going to.
I've seen the pictures of it, and I'm like, that looks so cool. But like, I'm such a pussy. Like, there's no way.
I could see it too, like, you know how they have the beachside movies all the time. I actually have seen it in Atlantic City on the beach, but like seclude off like a little section of like the actual water, and then try to like erect like a screen in the water, and then have people in tubes in there.
Spooky.
That I would not be okay with.
Yeah, no.
I think we have a new business venture to go ahead and do. Just set and create the setting and then just air spooky movies in that setting.
I've always wanted to have like the business that I wanted to always have was a drive-in movie theater since I was a little kid. So
I've always wanted a haunted house. So
do both. We'll we'll combine it. Get some land and just combine it.
Actually, literally so fucking cool.
It is. I mean, it's definitely a good idea.
It would be like kind of like a movie theater, movie theater, like a theater as in like show kind of thing.
Yeah, true. Love it. I would love to do that. Drive in. Yeah.
I think we got a plan at some point. Hey, if you want to help us out by getting this off the ground.
Yeah, right. Anybody spare change?
Look that donate link.
Spare change. Oh man. Anything else?
Yep. Our last piece of horror news for this week is Return of the Living Dead is getting a 4K Scream Factory release.
Nice.
It's always a good thing for any horror movies. Because Scream Factory is like what saves our genre, essentially. Like anytime there's a movie it gets popular enough where it needs like a remaster anyway. But there's been cases where Scream Factory's been able to find lost movies and was able to restore them and get them back out on the market. So Scream Factory is just a very important part of the horror genre. And what we do here.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So I guess that's it, right? Horror news wise.
Yep.
The only thing that I wanted to say is there's a movie right now streaming on Netflix that's kind of at the top of the chart and has been making headlines, and I don't know what word I'm trying to look for. It's like not breaking records, but like it's
critically acclaimed.
There you go. Like it's reaching these charts and stuff for it being good. And I watched it the other day. Before I even seen like the news articles about it, just because I was scrolling through Netflix and I stumbled across it and I watched the preview and I was like, that looks pretty cool. So I put it on and I actually really liked it. And then I started to see everybody talking about it, and that's when I was like, Adam, go watch this movie. And he's like, no, fuck you, we just did Witch Month. And I'm like, well, no, fuck you, go watch it. So
I'm so witched out.
So he didn't watch it, but
I'll watch it eventually. But right now, I'm done with it.
It's called The Wretched, though. It's on Netflix right now. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere else. I didn't look any of that up. But if you have a Netflix account, I definitely recommend checking it out. It gave me a bunch of different movies, like vibes of that combined into one movie, like Blair Witch combined with Hereditary, combined with just a whole bunch of like witch. You'll see if you watch it, you'll know exactly what movies that I was talking about.
Wendigo in it.
Huh?
Is there a Wendigo in it?
I think
a big like deer head.
Oh yeah.
It's always a fucking Wendigo. God
You're
damn
right.
it.
You're right, but that's it.
What is horror's obsession with Wendigos right now?
I don't know.
I understand you want to do like native lore and folklore and shit like that, but the Wendigo is so fucking overplayed. And Stephen King uses it a lot too, and I'm sick of his shit with it. Except they're also some of his best books, which fuck you, Steve.
Yeah, I don't know, but it was really good. I swear, I wouldn't tell you to go watch it if I didn't think it was really good. But if you do have a Netflix account, go check it out. I know we're not in Witch Month anymore, so I was debating if I wanted to bring it up, but I think it's good. So go watch it. I'm trying to convince them to watch it.
It'll probably be a podcast episode at some point.
What?
It'll probably be a podcast episode at some point.
Definitely. We're just trying to do... I mean, this month we were trying to focus on movies that we haven't seen before, which, I mean, he's seen Killer Klowns, but I haven't. So, like, we're trying to, like, do new movies. So, I mean, maybe we could fit it in, because you haven't seen it.
Next movie is a new movie. So
you're right.
Both of us haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, true. But I don't know. I think that's really it. I think at the end of this episode, the last episode that we released, we did the what the fuck was that skit that you called it? The Birdie Bot.
The Birdie Bot's torture challenge.
There you go. We did that.
Or torture test.
Yeah, we did that for the last episode. So we're gonna do something similar, just without the jelly beans, without the torture part. I'm just gonna play a little bit of trivia for you at the end. Not like super long, like last week's episode. Like maybe we'll just do like 2 or 3 questions.
We did like 45 minutes of the game.
Yeah. We're not gonna do a super long one. We're just a few questions. And yeah, that will be it for this episode. So yeah, we'll tell you at the part 2 what movie we're doing next. So stay tuned for that. It's a newer one.
I'm excited.
What'd you say?
I'm excited.
Oh, I thought he gave it away.
Not because of the subject matter, because that could be misconstrued and make me look like creepy, but
That's fair. That's fair.
Just because it's a new movie and I've been waiting to fucking see this movie.
Yeah. So stay tuned. But I think we're going to jump into this Killer Klowns movie right now. We're going to watch it, and then we will come back with some spoilers. So, yeah, enjoy your trailer.
Yeah, after the trailer.
Yeah.
It was a night like any other night. Then something happened.
You see that?
Something different.
It's no shooting star.
Why here? Why now? Why clowns? They've been knocking them dead all over the universe.
What are you gonna do? Knock my block off?
Soon they'll be doing it at a theater near you.
Killer Clowns from outer space.
Pizza?
Maybe they're just cruising through the galaxy and stopped here for a bite to eat.
You don't need a police pal, you need a psychiatrist. They want to play games? They're messing with the wrong guy.
What are you in for?
Killer Clowns from outer space. It's crazy.
And we're back. Post movie watch. So, Burnt Popcorn, what did you think?
I already told you what I think at the beginning of this.
I know, but this is post movie watch. Okay, what's your fear flop rating then?
Obviously, fear 10.
Fear 10? Okay. Alright, so this was my first time watching it. I liked it. I won't say that I didn't like it. It was like cool. There was cool visuals, cool parts. The special effects was cool for it being 1988. So like
Different from everything else.
yeah, that's right. It was cool. It was definitely a cool movie. The only thing that I think that I could pick apart from this would be the acting, because some of the actors and actresses in this movie were just not good.
Did you ever look up the budget for this?
I didn't. No.
Look up the budget.
I'm sure it wasn't a big budget.
Literally, it's a passion project from the Kyoto brothers, and every fucking dime went into special effects.
Yeah,
like, they're some of the greatest special effects artists
clearly
of all time.
Yeah, you clearly see that the discrepancy there.
It's
the acting
every
in this.
fucking ounce of budget went to special effects.
Yeah, and I mean, rightfully so. It did look cool. Like I said, for it being 1988, it's not bad at all.
And look at this. Do you see this?
He is
See
like,
this, Michael?
we just went to Spirit Halloween before we started recording, and he got the goddamn gun there.
Gun kid.
And he, like, throughout this whole movie, just starts pointing it at me and shooting me, and I'm like, this bitch, like, shut the fuck up.
I'm like a toddler with it. But do you see how fucking cool the design is of it?
Yeah, you gotta paint that thing around it, though. 'Cause they forgot
I don't
the
have
strip.
a little pink swirl on it, and it
Yeah.
makes me sad. But it's not a movie prop either.
Yeah,
Just a toy.
just a toy.
It's literally like a Halloween costume prop.
Yeah. It's all right. Makes him happy. That's all that matters. But he was shooting me with that the whole time. But no, for me, I'm gonna give it a fear as well. But I'm not gonna give it a fear 10. I'll probably give it like. I'll give it like a 5. I feel like it was all right. If the acting, that acting is what got me. I just can't like. I don't. Maybe like a 6. I'll give it a fear 6. I'll give it 1 over 5. But like, I can't give it much more than that, just based off of the acting alone. Sorry, am I not fuckable anymore?
You never were, but I fucking took way too long to come up with like something in response.
I got you off guard with that one.
Like I tried to be insulting, but I just took way too long to think, and it's
you lost.
It was a flop.
That's a no then.
A flop 10 for me.
No, I did like it though. There was I'm trying to think of like a certain scene that I thought was pretty funny, but I'll have to think for a second and then come back. But do you have a favorite scene in this?
I think I don't know. Like there's iconic scenes, and then there's like I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to think
like this
too.
whole fucking movie. Like there's so much shit that happens, and there's so many like interesting ideas that just like they don't fall short, but like it's cut off way too early, and I want to see more of it.
Yeah.
It feels like a highlight reel of like everything that we can do, and all of it's so cool. I want to see the ideas expanded upon now. It's like this was a perfect like world build, but now I just want, well, what are these little intricacies with the popcorn puppet clown things? Like,
fair.
Are those just baby clowns, or are those their own thing? Like, who the fuck knows?
Weren't they supposed to make another one of this?
It's been in development hell for like a decade. They've been trying so hard.
I'm surprised that it hasn't been able to get off of the ground because there's like
Sci-Fi originally picked up the rights to it, but they saw how they treated Critters, and we're just like, fuck no, we're not taking, like, this is our project. We're not taking any cuts.
Yeah.
Like, we know what we want to do, and we're gonna do it. That's why I love the fucking Kyoto brothers, because I'd be doing the same shit. Yeah, they haven't made a lot of shit. Like they've done every like special effects stuff in the background, obviously, but like actual movies by like Stephen Kyoto and stuff. Like they haven't done any other movies besides this, really.
Well,
but they just want their vision for it, and I fucking love that.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe in the next few years, maybe we'll get a sequel to it. Who knows?
I'm open, so. There's supposed to be a 3D one. There's supposed to be, like, Return of the Killer Clowns. There's, like, all this shit that was supposed to happen.
Yeah, so, I mean, hey, cross my fingers. I'm sure they'll make something happen eventually. I mean, hopefully. I'm just glad to be able to say that I've actually seen this movie now, because this is one that, like, when people ask me if I've seen it and I say no, they're just like, what? You've never seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space? I have now.
Because of how many people, like, unfortunately, that I've shown this to, like, just dating. No, it's 2022. It's one of those things. I'm not getting into my dating problems. But, like, the amount of people that I've shown this to, there's a lot of people who haven't seen this movie.
Yeah.
And it's not surprising to me that you haven't seen this. But once you have seen it, it's one of those, why haven't you fucking seen this movie yet?
Yeah, that's how I felt when I was watching it, because it definitely seemed like something that I would have watched as like a younger kid, I guess. Like, and I would have been interested in, just because like you have a bunch of different like color patterns in here. Like it's just something that would have been visually appealing to a kid. And it is only PG-13 apparently, but even you brought it up as we were watching it, you see titties in this briefly.
Yeah, I was so upset. I was like, there is rated R shit in here. What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, you don't like full on like bare titties or anything, but like,
no, they're in like a lacy top.
The girl opens
like
the door.
thing.
Yeah, she opens the door and she's got like a lace top and like no bra underneath, so you kind of see like nipples.
Clowns with a pizza box.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, pizza. Like, oh, I see what you did. Why?
Yeah, so I mean, you got that a little bit, but I guess maybe it was just covered enough that it didn't matter. I don't know. But then you had that.
Fucking don't know.
And then
I don't
you had
know how
the
they did ratings in the 80s.
yeah, I don't know. And then you had the one F-bomb, but PG-13 movies can have one F-bomb, so that made sense.
It was a good F-bomb, too. I'm Curtis. Yeah, I'm Curtis Mooney. Fuck you. So great.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess it makes sense that it was PG-13. There's not any like over-the-top gore either, so like it makes sense. I get it.
It does, but it still makes me upset that it's not rated R.
I mean, I'm sure you thought it was rated R, so I'm sure, but no,
More out
PG-13.
of the killer. I think it's one of those things where it's like you see it young enough as a kid, and like you have all these expectations on it, and like you're scared of it then. But, like as you get older, it's like you still have those initial like visions of like, oh, it's so much worse than it really is. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, for instance, there's no blood or gore in that entire fucking movie besides animal bones. You think you see people getting sawed in half throughout that entire movie, but you don't.
Yeah.
You don't see any of that shit. And that's just the original, obviously, in the new ones and shit you do, but
yeah, that's like this movie. Like, there's not really any like particularly really scary scene or just chain of there's nothing in here that's like over the top. Like, I think the scariest scene in here that you even pointed out yourself, you're like, this is the scariest part of the movie. It's the scene with the little girl that they're playing on, like, I don't know, bingo or some shit, or eating.
No, they're at the...
They're just eating, right?
Like fast food restaurant.
Yeah, okay. I don't know why the fuck I thought they were playing bingo, but...
I can probably name, like, every fucking location in this fucking movie at this point.
Like, I'm sure you can, yeah.
Big Top Burger, Top of the World, the amusement park.
But yeah, no, just that scene with the little girl. She's eating the food with her family, and like the clown's outside, and he's like motioning to her, like, "Hey, come here, like, come here." It's just like, I guess the suspense of that, like you said, is kind of like, I guess, the scariest part of the movie.
I think
but
that scene and the dummy scene with Mooney.
Yeah. That was creepy. That was creepy. That part too. But other than those two scenes, I can't think of anything in here that was like really noteworthy.
It scared the shit out of me like the first time. Like, it didn't, but it did. Like, I was, like, suspense the whole time, like, waiting for, like, a big fucking murder weapon to come out at any moment. But, like...
Just the gun.
Yeah.
Just the gun that turns you into a cotton candy fucking wrap.
Like, literally, as the credits rolled for this movie, I remember telling my parents the first time, that wasn't scary. They're like, yeah, we fucking told you, you idiot.
You made the comment, you're like, yeah, while you were watching Hocus Pocus, this is what I was watching, and I was like, yeah, you're right. But how old do you think you were when you first saw it?
I had to have been 7 or 8 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was 25.
And you got a cotton candy gun pointed in your face.
Yeah, I sure did. I sure did. Oh, man. Dove right into that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to like mention about it, but I don't. Do you? Since you've seen it more than me, do you want to go into like a summary? I guess like from beginning to end, not super long, just like a little tiny, like to start with what you think's important. I'm the one that normally does it.
Like, it follows the movie summary to a T. It's just like it's two people. Oh, the one thing I do want to bring up after this then. It's two people originally just making out at, like,
Top of the world.
Yeah. Like, whatever.
The makeout corner.
Fucking weird place, Makeout Hill, whatever fucking place that you have in your local area.
The 80s.
But yeah, it's just two people there. People start dying. They see the shooting star, which turns out to be the clown spaceship. And they try to find the clowns the whole movie.
Yeah, pretty much. That is
and then around them, people are dying by the clowns. They finally catch up with the clowns, and they go to kill the clowns in the amusement park.
Ta-da.
Scene end, full movie cut. Hey.
Yeah. A lot of people die in this, but surprisingly,
It's
like
the
none.
whole fucking town.
Yeah, but like none of the main characters.
Yeah.
It's like all just nobody that matters.
I think I remember. I don't know if I read something. I think the Kyoto brothers just like having like their main characters like stick around. Like kind of like a happy ending kind of thing.
I guess that's fair.
But with that, why I said it was originally two people. The fucking one other cop besides Mooney, like Dave, he winds up being Deb's ex-boyfriend. And there's like this weird love triangle going on like the whole time, and I don't know if they're like back together at the end of the fucking movie.
Yeah.
What happens? But like the whole dynamic of them like shifts, and it's like Deb and Dave are back together, and then there's just kind of Mike there.
Yeah.
When in the beginning it was Mike and Deb, and Dave was just kind of there.
Yeah, that was definitely confusing. And like even at the end of this, like Mike and Debbie are supposed to be dating, but at the end, the cop, which is Dave, right? Dave like hugs her and like kisses her on her head, and I'm just like, if that was my girlfriend, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Like, I know you just went through a traumatic experience.
Yeah,
and
like,
probably
I get it.
everybody around you that you love is dead. However,
It's her ex-boyfriend.
get the fuck off my girlfriend.
Yeah, like it's not just some, like I said, I can definitely see like traumatic event, whatever. Like everybody's kind of just huddled together, like
Yeah.
giving everybody hugs.
I mean, Mike
like,
does
I get that.
hug him too, so
Yeah,
maybe they're all. It's literally just a love
Yeah,
triangle.
that's what
at this
I
point.
understand, but like it's the fact that it was her ex-boyfriend. Like that wouldn't
still-
fly. Like no,
Doesn't
especially like a
fly.
recent ex-boyfriend. Like not like years. And he a little bit in the beginning of the movie, he still admitted to having feelings for her, and I'm just like, yeah, hell no, I don't think
exactly.
so.
That would have been the fucking end of it.
Yeah, I don't
Mike
think
is a more
so.
secure man than I ever will be. Fuck that shit.
That's fair. Props to you, buddy. Yeah, I think that's really. I mean, it is kind of a happy ending then, because like we said, nobody really dies, like main
Yeah,
character wise. Even the fucking the brothers that are in this, that are in the ice cream truck the whole time, they fucking blow up in the ice cream truck.
Mooney's the only main character that dies.
Well, yeah, I guess, but
even
his
he's
was.
still a side
I was
character.
who cares? He was a fucking asshole, so it doesn't even matter. But yeah, but no, the ice cream kid, like, dude, they blow up in this ice cream truck, and then at the end they're still alive. Like, oh, we hid in the ice cream freezer. Like, I don't think that's how that works, buddy. But all right.
Depending, it can.
I mean, I guess
It's really
like,
thick steel.
yeah, but if you play back the scene, right, the fucking big clown throws
I
them.
understand how it looks. It had a budget, okay? Fuck off.
I'm just saying. Listen, I'm all for consistency. That wasn't
They had
consistent.
to blow up the whole fucking truck, so
It didn't work right for me, but it's all right. Whatever.
they just needed that fucking truck blown up shot. They could only do it once.
I mean, you're right.
No matter how it looked, if the fucking freezer blew up too, whatever. Shit happens.
Fair enough.
Movie production, bitch.
You're right. My bad.
I keep wanting to fucking reach for the cotton candy gun and just point at you again. It's like a tick now.
Yeah. It's gonna shoot me with it. Shut the fuck up.
It's very satisfying to hold it. Like it feels good in your hand.
Oh, this feels great. That sounds a little weird.
That's fine.
I have the gun in my hand, not burnt popcorn over here. Yeah.
It's a nice smooth plastic. It doesn't have any like weird burrs or anything on
Here,
it. It's a nice
I'll give you some ASMR. I'll put it off right next to the mic. Ready?
It's off, I think.
Oh. Well, how the fuck you turn it on?
There's a
Damn.
little switch on the thing.
Oh, I see it. Okay, never mind. Here we go. Now I'll try it.
It's very bright.
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
right in my eyeballs. So I'd say that's a little bright.
There's like 3 LEDs on top. They're just right in his fucking eyes.
But yeah, I think that's a wrap on that movie, right? Is there anything else that you want? There's really not much to unpack. It's a movie about killer clowns from outer space. That's really it. And it's only like an hour and 28 minutes long, so it's really not, like I said, not much to unpack here. And I'm sure if you clicked on this episode to watch this, you've probably already seen it. So you know what we're talking about. But I did like it. First time watching it. It's definitely something that I would watch again. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Definitely worth the watch, in my opinion, as somebody who just watched it for the first time. And Adam obviously loves it, so... I'm sorry, not Adam. Burnt popcorn. He loves it. So go watch it.
I go by both.
What'd you say to me?
I go by both.
You go by what?
I go by both.
Burnt.
Go by both.
Love. What the fuck are
I
you?
love talking so quietly that you can't.
I can't because you got the damn thing. You have the thing in front of your mouth too. The lights are off right now, and then you have this thing in front of your mouth, and then you're talking so low that I'm like, "What is you?" And then you just talk low again, and I'm like, "No, one more time, one more time." What'd you say?
Then the more you ask, the quieter.
I know it doesn't help. God. All right, so we're done with that movie talk. So we're gonna move into part 2 of this now, which I said previously was that we're gonna play a trivia game. So similar to last episode, but this time it's not trivia based on just this movie alone. It's just random horror trivia. Literally brought the game today called Horror Trivia. So there's a bunch of different cards in here, a bunch of different movies. It's random. So we both picked 5 cards. Each card has 2 questions on it. So we got about 10 questions each, which is, nice,
going
fair.
for bragging rights today.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to win because Michael sucks.
Oh, yeah, he's
trivia.
definitely going to win. I fucking suck when it comes to trivia. And especially, I guess I don't suck when it comes to trivia, but I don't know everything about everything. So I suck.
I don't either. I just know a lot.
You know more than me.
And
So
it's because
that's,
I'm
yeah.
wasting
He'll
my
definitely win. So we have 10 questions each, and he's going to win. But it's all right. Want to play anyway.
Because I went through and chose easy questions for Michael. He chose random.
I just chose 5 random cards, but they all seem pretty easy, so I think he's going to get the majority of them anyway. But yes, that's what we're going to do. And we're not really playing for anything this time. Like I said, we're not doing the Bean Boozled thing. Like we're just kind of I guess like bragging rights, but he's going to win, so it's all right. Maybe we'll have a different game for next week, and we'll incorporate something else into it. I actually saw kind of don't want to tell you because I really don't want to do it, but like if we incorporated like packs of fucking bugs to eat or some shit, like for the loser, the bugs that they sell, it's like
I would just eat those though.
No,
That's not a challenge.
that would be a challenge to me, but all right, say no more.
I mean, maybe like bigger bugs, like crickets and shit. Though no,
Gross.
like crickets and ants. I've eaten those before. Like that's normal.
Okay, well then we'll think of something else.
Cricket flour exists now, Michael. It's 2022.
Okay, well, we'll think of something else in the meantime. But for just this episode, which is a little relaxed, we're just going to do the trivia questions. And I guess you guys can play along with us while you're listening, because you could try and see if you know it either. And maybe you know more than we do. You'll probably know more than me, but maybe you'll know them all. But, all right.
I'm upset at how easy these questions are now. Like the ones that I chose, I'm upset.
Some of mine are easy, too. I'll start. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go to the easiest one I think I have. Right here, this one. Okay. You want to go first or me?
I just asked you.
Oh, I was reading the card. Sorry.
Who's going first? Who?
I'll go.
All right.
All right. I'm telling you that you're going to get this one right away. Okay. Question number 1 for burnt popcorn. In what movie could you find 3 individuals out in the woods with a video camera searching for a witch?
Blair Witch.
It is. You're correct. I'm telling you. And I picked these at random, I swear to God. It's funny that was one of the first ones.
In Friday the 13th, Part 2,
Uh-oh.
what does Jason Voorhees wear as his mask?
Is it not just the hockey mask in the second one? Because the first one, he's not the killer. It's his mom.
I'm glad you at least know that.
But yeah, that's why. Wouldn't it just be the hockey mask, or there's something else?
Something else?
Is it the sack on his head then?
Yeah, it is. It's the potato and burlap.
Okay,
sack.
all right. Okay. Got it, kind of. So it was a process, but I got
to
it.
help out.
Okay, so what 2017 Netflix film involves a boy who accidentally witnesses a cult ritual in his house and has to survive the night? This one might be a little bit harder, but...
Yeah, I don't fucking know what that is.
Cult ritual in his house and has to survive the night. You may have seen this. I don't even know the actress that's in this that you would know, but she's blonde and I forget her name.
Oh,
but like,
I think Bella Thorne is in it.
She is, yeah.
Yeah.
She's in it. Uh-huh.
I do know it, but I don't remember it's Babysitter or something, isn't it?
Just the babysitter.
Oh, okay.
Just the babysitter, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to try and give you a hint, but I literally couldn't say, well, she's his babysitter without giving it away. So, all right, I'll give you that one. Okay.
I'm surprised I even got it there.
I didn't know how to give you a hint without giving it away. So
this
but
one
that
you're
worked.
not going to get
Well,
because it's too old of a
probably
movie
not.
for you. Who played the main character in the 1957 film I Was a Teenage Werewolf?
Who played the werewolf?
The main character, but yeah.
Like, is it looking for the actor, like the actor, or just the name of the?
Just the actor.
Just the actor. Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Michael Landon.
Nope, I wouldn't have got that.
I
Nope.
forget what else he was.
Strike
in.
one for me.
What's Michael Landon in? Probably a lot of shit, and people are gonna be like, "How don't you know who the fuck Michael Landon is?" I'm a fucking idiot. He was in Little House on the Prairie. The dad in Little House on the Prairie.
Okay. All right. Learn something new.
I knew the fucking name, and I just didn't fucking put it together.
All right. This one's a name the movie title by the quote, and the quote is, "What's in the box?"
Oh, that's 7.
What?
7.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one's easy.
Okay.
I've seen that movie many times. I think I have it too. Who directed the original 1978 version of Halloween?
Is that? I don't want to sound stupid, but isn't that John Carpenter? Right? That's okay.
Yeah, you're good.
I was like, when you said original.
If you say anybody fucking else.
No, when you said original, I kind of like, wait, what? Like, I thought he was the original guy. That's what the original kind of threw me off. But okay, yeah, all right.
Well, it's the original 1978.
You're right. But that's it. Just the original threw me off for some reason. I don't know why. But I was like,
that's probably
not
the point,
John
actually.
Carpenter. Okay, all right. What attacks a group of teens in the 1986 movie Chopping Mall when they are trapped inside a shopping mall after dark?
Those are security robots.
You're right. Security robots. You're right.
Yep. Hey.
Yeah, I didn't know either on that fucking card for me. So you got that.
Fucking. I've watched too much horror. I'm sorry. I got scared of it for a while, and then I just binged it all.
Fair enough.
Who directed the 2003 slasher film House of a Thousand Corpses?
House of a Thousand Corpses? Is that not Rob Zombie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love how John Carpenter and Rob Zombie are on the same card.
Yeah, that's funny. All right. Got that one. You're definitely going to get this one. What 1989 movie is about a group of psychics who are stalked by puppets who have come to life?
A Puppet Monster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an easy one.
I forgot if they were psychics or not, but I know, like, 2 of the people in that movie are just horny as fuck for each other all the time, and it's just a weird part of the fucking movie. Who directed the 1999 film Sleepy Hollow, which starred Johnny Depp as Ichabod Crane?
I'm trying to take a guess because Johnny Depp plays in a lot of movies that are directed by, I'm trying to think of his name, and I just complete blank in my head right now. Am I on the right track though? Like, is it that director that normally directs the movies with fucking Johnny Depp? Right?
Does a shit-eating grin on my face tell you otherwise?
You're gonna have to give me a second because his name is just not in my fucking head.
I'm not giving you any more hints. These are too easy.
But I know who it is, but I'm trying to think of his name. Hold on.
This is fucking, like, I hate you for this.
I know who it is, but I forget his fucking name. Hold on, I gotta go down the alphabet.
We've talked about him already today.
Today?
We've literally talked about him today. Earlier. I'm not telling you because it's
Tim Burton.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. I had to go down the alphabet, I'm sorry. It took me a second.
No more hints. Fuck you.
But I was right. I said that it was the guy that always fucking directs the movies with him, but I just his name just slipped my mind for a second. But I knew who it was. It just whatever.
How does Tim Burton slip your mind though?
I don't because I was thinking about I just got 2 directors back to back.
Beetlejuice and fucking Nightmare Before Christmas mask hanging on my wall in front of you.
Well, do they say Tim Burton on them? Because they sure as fuck don't to me.
They should.
I mean, they should, but there's no name there, bitch. I knew who it was. It just took me a second. All right. This one.
Trivia just makes us angry at each other.
Okay, this is another name the movie through a quote. So this one says, "We all go a little mad sometimes."
Oh, that's fucking.
Did it slip your mind?
Shut up. I know what it is.
Love that. That's instant karma.
It is, and I hate it. I can picture the guy saying it. What the fuck?
Yeah, and I knew that director was with Johnny Depp a lot. It still didn't matter. He's got his thinking cap on.
By that, he means my hand's squishing my eyes because I'm embarrassed how fucking stupid I feel.
You want me to repeat it?
No, because I know the fucking quote.
Go down the alphabet.
For movies?
Yeah.
No.
It might work. That actually might, because the movie is only a one title movie. Like one word movie title.
I can picture the guy saying it. Why can't I fucking put 2 and 2 together?
You'll get it. I have faith.
What's fucking with me is I keep wanting to say Halloween because it's everybody's entitled to one good scare. That's the main fucking Halloween quote, but I know it's not Halloween.
Nope. Would you like a hint? I can give you the letter.
Yeah.
P. One word movie title. That starts with a P.
Fuck is this movie? This is one of those, like, that's in the car and somebody just randomly says it. I'm like, what the fuck is that from? And I just Google the quote.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm trying to think what other hint that I could possibly give you, but I think when I think of this, I think of like The Shining vibes, if that helps.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
But you're probably, I guess you already thought that, but
Yeah.
it's one word movie title. It has, I guess, I think the other hint that I can give you, well, this will probably definitely give it away, but Jamie Lee Curtis's mom.
Fucking Psycho.
Yeah, there you go. Got it.
I knew. Oh, I hate myself for that one. I have the fucking Anthony Perkins fucking memoir on my fucking shelf.
I knew as soon as I said that I would give it away, but that's the only other hint.
I know
that
it. Why am I thinking Halloween? Because Halloween was fucking based on Psycho.
And Jamie Lee Curtis is
Yeah.
that one, so. All right.
Connections are there. The fucking
Yeah.
brain did not want to fire.
All right. You got it, though. That's all. You got it.
What substance was used to ink the pages of the Necronomicon?
Of the who?
Necronomicon. The Necronomicon Ex Mortis.
What substance?
The Book of the Dead.
I'm gonna guess blood.
Yeah.
That was gonna be my guess. I don't know what the hell that is, though, but okay.
I was gonna go off the whole, like, Ash Williams
Yeah.
quote from The Evil Dead.
Okay. All right. Okay, we did that one. All right. What movie features an alien hunter hiding in the jungle using trees and camouflage?
Predator.
Yeah.
So easy.
How
This
convenient.
one's gonna be easy as shit. Whatever you do, don't fall asleep. Name the movie.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. Sleepy Hollow. All right, I have another name the movie with a quote. This one might be a little bit hard depending, but literally the quote is just, "They're here."
Oh, that's fucking... I can't think of the fucking name for the ghost type. Poltergeist.
Yep. All right. Got it.
Oh yeah, it's my turn.
Yeah.
In the Eli Roth movie, The Green Inferno, who abducts a group of student activists after their plane crashes in the Peruvian jungle?
Cannibals. I don't know.
Did you actually see that?
Yeah. I just actually watched that the other week. It's funny.
Yeah,
Like
you
Hungry
got it,
Cannibals.
yeah.
I did
Traffic
actually see
Cannibals.
that. Yeah.
I thought that was gonna be hard.
No, I literally just watched that the other week. I seen a bunch of people posting that on like the Facebook groups talking about it, so I was like, all right, I'll watch it. So that one
I'm
I knew.
really surprised by that one. Yeah.
Got it. All right. In the movie 28 Days Later, what was the name of the virus that turned most people into
It
flesh-hungry
was
zombies?
a rage virus.
The what?
It was a rage virus.
Yeah, the rage. You're right. Got it.
I
wouldn't
bought
have got
that movie today.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that. Got it though.
What brand of doll did Charles Leroy possess in the Child's Play movies?
A good guy doll. All right. That one was easy too. You're right. Okay, I have another name the movie off of a quote. This one just says, Wolfman's got nards.
That's fucking Monster Squad.
Yep.
Got that movie today too. I only have one more. Do you only have one more?
No, I think you went through all mine. So if you have one more quote, then that's it. This is 5 cards. Okay.
In the Japanese thriller Audition, what did the main character use to lure her victims?
In the what?
The Japanese thriller Audition.
Audition. What did...
This is one of those movies like I steer away from because it fucks with me too much.
So repeat it one more time because
in the Japanese thriller Audition, what did the main character use to lure her victim?
What did the main character use to lure her victims? Gonna have to think.
Is she luring him or is he luring her?
Huh?
This is a conversation with myself because this is me in the audience right now.
Okay.
Keep questioning.
All right, I'm thinking. All right.
But yeah, let me know, audience. Does he lure her or does she lure him, technically? Inquiring minds would like to know.
Yeah, this inquiring mind. Give me a hint. If you can. I don't know if it's possible way to give a hint.
Modern life.
Modern life. A dating thing. A dating service. You're right. Okay.
I love how that hint you got immediately.
It made sense after that because I'm like, how would she lure her victims? And then you said modern life. And okay. All right. She went on Tinder. Dating
Which,
site.
not even... why I say that is because, like, Audition was a Japanese movie, early 2000s. I forget when.
Yeah.
But a man, like, holds an audition for a wife because his kid's kind of like, hey, Dad, you should start dating. Like, Mom's been dead. Like, go ahead. And so he holds auditions to be, like, in a movie, but in reality, it's him trying to find a wife. So he auditions, like, all these women and finds the one, and she's, like, perfect. And he just, like, falls for her instantly. And then things happen.
I've never seen it, so...
Things with thin threads of fucking string, things with metal string and stuff like that. Yeah, needles, all the stuff.
Oh. Cool.
Dead animals.
Love that. I'll definitely have to watch it. I know you said steer away from it, but I gotta check it out.
It's just because it eats away at my psyche when I think about it, because there's one scene in it and everybody kick. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's bad.
All right. Well, I think that's everything for this week's episode, right? All right.
That's everything from me.
Yeah, we had 10 questions each. I hope you guys liked that little segment. I feel like that's a fun thing to do just because, like, better than just a typical, like, trying to break down the movie when certain movies don't really have to be broken down that much. So, especially an older movie that many people have saw by now. So
maybe you'll hear of a movie that you've never heard of before and you want to check it out.
Yeah, that's true.
And you also get to learn some stuff.
Yeah, I got a whole fucking box of these cards, so we'll probably be doing this for the next few episodes. So stay tuned. If you like it, stay tuned. If not, sorry, you're stuck for a few weeks of this until we get through all the cards. So, but anyway, next week we're going to a movie we both have not seen yet. And it's not brand new, but it did just come out like a few months ago now.
It was like just released on like Blu-ray, DVD.
Yeah. So the movie X with what's her name? Jenny Ortega. Is that her name?
Jenna Ortega. Mia Goth, Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
And Brittany Snow.
Yep. So yeah, that one has mixed reviews as well. Some people liked it. Some people thought it was a little too
I think
risque.
I'm gonna love it, and not just because of the porn.
Yeah. Very sexual movie, but gonna watch it together and not be weird about it. But
it's still gonna be weird. It's one of those movies where it's like, I don't want to be in another room with a person while I watch this. This is just awkward.
It's all right. We're gonna suffer through it together. But that'll be next week's episode. Because, like I said, the theme this month is movies that we haven't seen. So we both haven't seen that one, thankfully. So that's a new one. But yeah, so we'll see you guys next week for that. Stay tuned on our Facebook page for updates. That's where we updated last week that we weren't going to be releasing an episode. So if you didn't know that, that's why, because you're not following our Facebook page. So go
follow our fucking Facebook.
Yeah, follow our fucking Facebook page, please.
Do it.
That's where we, like I said, communicate with you guys the most. So do that. And unless you have anything else,
that's everything from me.
All right. So then we will see you guys next week for the movie X.
See you next week.